Hi, so I recently saw the latest entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Black Panther. Now, this is getting a lot of buzz online because it's supposedly the first black lead superhero movie, and that's not really true, but I do understand the excitement since it is something on this big of a scale. So, of course, subsequently, my theater was absolutely packed to the brim. Me and my friends were only able to snag seats in the first 3 rows or so, and that's right up against the screen. So now that I've seen it, does it live up to the hype? No. And I don't think that's saying much, because I don't think any idea you've ever had will live up to the high, bigger than life expectations that people had when walking into this film. So yeah, let's get right into the review. So first, let's talk about the visuals. The visuals are great. Nothing new for Marvel movies, but one thing is, in recent movies, they've really been stepping up the color grading, so that, scenes where they're not in a mystical, magical place, they're just in the city or whatever. It's not just a flat gray, and the colors stand out, like the faces are highlighted, stuff like that, and it looks a lot better. The aerial opening shot of Wakanda looks beautiful. It's breathtaking. It's almost as amazing as the first reveal of Asgard in the first Thor. And the suits overall look pretty incredible. I think they look really cool. Some of the motion on them is like, when it's a bit like the early Spider-Mans where it kind of looks fake when he's moving around, but it's not really a, it's not really a big thing. It still looks pretty good. I'd say the CGI looks better than like Iron Man in some of the movies that character's been in. It looked a little fake. But there was one con to the visuals, and that is in a few shots, even that amazing aerial shot I talked about, there are bits of landscape that are a little bit far away that they kind of like blur, and so it takes away from the detail of the shot. I even thought it was like a glitch with like the theater screen, or something, but it started occurring more and more, and it's weird. And I'm not sure if they didn't finish the animation or if they purposely did that for realism. I don't know. It took away from some of the great shots there, some of the spectacle. Next, the action. It's some of the best in superhero movie history, definitely MCU history. Uh, they don't overdo the shaky cam that the Captain America films were obsessed with, and when they implement it, it actually makes sense, because these people are in brutal fight scene with spears, they're, walking around, they're hitting each other, like, it actually made a bit of sense. It actually seems like that would be their focal point in the shot. So really, no complaints there. Next, let's talk about the characters. So I'd say all the characters are pretty entertaining. They have pretty good dialogue, great performances. There was one line from the CIA guy, and he said, like, that Killmonger had racked up kills like it was a video game, which was kind of cringy, in an otherwise pretty tight script. There is a "what are those" joke, but it's actually pretty funny. It was a cute scene. But I will say I was underwhelmed by the CIA guy. I'm not sure why he was so woven into the story. I don't know what purpose he really served, what he was contributing in the plot. We're given little to no backstory, like, other than he's Black Panther's friend and he saved this girl. And so now they just like I mean, I know they wanted to like save him and stuff. I don't get that why they were teaming up with him so much in the first place. And I don't know, it bothered me to see him as that much of a role in the movie when it seems like the focus should be the Wakandans. And yeah, it was just weird. Let's talk about Killmonger. A lot of people have been saying this is amazing. Life, super genre-changing villain that is really relatable. And honestly, I liked him. I thought he was reasonably intimidating. I thought he had fairly good motivations, but there was just something that did not just didn't let me draw to him quite as much. And I think what it comes down to, and what a lot of these movies have a problem with, is time management. There was a lot of repeated dialogue. There was a lot of flashbacks to hammer in exposition we're already aware of. And, in a 2-hour, 14-minute movie, I feel like a lot of it was spent rehashing old plot points and not doing enough with the new. I feel like if we got more time with him to interact with the characters, more time to be king, and more time for his plan to set on motion, I think it would give us a little bit more to sink our teeth into. There's certainly some good scenes with him, with Black Panther and them talking. They're quite emotional, but there's just something missing there that I was kind of disappointed with, because I really liked what they were going with there. I just think with a few more cuts, I think they could have made it a really good villain, but instead we got just an okay villain. Is he one of the better villains in the MCU? Yes. But does he top Vulture for me? Or Ego? Not really. I think he's up there, but he wasn't quite as engaging as I wanted him. Anyway, that's pretty much my review. I think with a rewatch, to really soak in some of the details that they did lay out for us, it could be a higher rating, but right now I'm going to have to say it's a strong late 6 to like an early light 7. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you like my other content for some reason. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Mighty roar. Wakanda forever.